found my perfect sound. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Bitches burning out. Lightning in a bottle. I think I just found my perfect sound. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Bitches burning out.
Yo.
Huh?
No.
Oh. Yo,
How
no.
are you living? Are you
What?
dead?
No.
Oh,
Yo,
first choice.
yo, no, yo.
No.
First choice
No
fantasy.
mo,
With
First
yo.
our-
choice fantasy. And
Another
we are
broken attempt at an intro.
every single
We're
time.
finding
It's
our
really
way.
bad. In due time, we'll get it.
The
Yeah.
fucking blind man
Someday-
falling down a hole.
Someday,
Yeah.
maybe that's just what we need to do. It's just every time, just be so confused.
Have an intro that
And just
doesn't make you want to turn off the video.
Say
It's a good
something
idea.
so discombobulated. At some point, we're gonna say something so dumb that would be great.
We're like
And
a
we'll
year and a
keep
half
using it.
into this.
It's gonna happen.
We haven't found it
That's
yet.
how great things work.
You ever heard the phrase "every blind squirrel finds a nut"? We starved to death like months ago.
Well,
right, what
we're
do we got
3 blind squirrels, and we're gonna find at least one nut,
Start.
and that's all we need.
Okay, I'm just gonna say the title of the thing in front of me says these ADPs, which stands for average draft position, if you weren't aware of that, are way too fucking low. As in, why aren't these guys getting drafted higher?
As in, get these guys.
As in, this is
As
redraft
in-
half PPR. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do the Twitter clap fucking writing thing. I actually hate myself for doing it now, but
Right.
redraft half PPR. These ADPs are way too fucking low. Now I'm gonna get in. I'm just gonna start it with the obvious one, and I didn't think I would be one of these guys, but I am one of these guys. Become one. It's
I like
overtaken me. Corey Davis, man, he's the wide receiver 46. That is what? How did he get there? It just boggles my mind. He was like in the 20s last year, and now he goes to a different team in which, like, how is
Oh
his
my
volume
God.
can't possibly get any lower, can it? Like, not that I mean he's solid volume in Tennessee, but it's not like he was anything special. Now he's gonna go start for the Jets. I mean, Zach Wilson obviously loves throwing to him. 46, that's stupid.
You know what?
If it was
I don't know.
36, you should definitely consider drafting. But 46 is just ridiculous. Like, let's see some of the bums that I can get that they got me drafting instead of Corey Davis. Keep this quick. Kenny Galladay. Ed, what do you think of that?
Neither personally, but go ahead.
False. Supposed to take Jarvis Landry over Corey Davis. Supposed to take Henry Ruggs over Corey Davis. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's
Supposed to
Henry
take Jalen
Ruggs.
Waddle over Corey Davis.
No.
Are there any Jalen Waddle fans? No. Point is, Corey
Mike
Davis,
Williams over Corey
Too low,
Davis.
too low.
Michael Pittman, yes.
Yeah,
No.
I was gonna
Not a
say I
sexy
was
name.
looking at the
Davis.
ADPs, and each one of us has a wide receiver from that range. It's pretty
Well,
interesting.
Brandon, what's
Does
your
that
wide
mean
receiver
that
from
I think
range?
Corey Davis might be the last of these guys? Well, no, Ed's might be the
Shut
last.
up. Shut up, bro. I hate you, yeah. All right, Brandon, who's your wide receiver from that range?
Mine, Laviska Shenault, man, he's up there. He's so good, and
Oh man, he's like 5 slots ahead of Davis. That's a lot of
Yeah.
range.
I mean, honestly, the way the ADPs listed out right now is the way I take these guys. Like, you got Shenault first, wide receiver 42, and then Corey Davis 46, and then Pittman 48. Although, Alex, you did have a good point. You listed some dudes off that I would have rather had Pittman over, like Jalen Waddle would have had Pittman over that dude.
Yeah,
I think you
Ed,
said
I can
Jarvis
agree with
Landry.
you.
That's
If we
one
haven't
guy I
figured
think
it out yet,
I think
is
Pittman
Ed's
over
guy.
him.
But like, I'm not really a Pittman stan, but I mean that's probably too low.
Yeah.
I receiver 48.
So I can see your point, Ed. I was saying I can see it, but at the same time, I wanted to make sure you knew that I wasn't seeing it too much. Like, it's Michael Pittman. I gotta remind you that it's still Michael Pittman. You know.
You got to remind me that it's Michael Pittman, and he's going to finish over Corey Davis this year, and he's going to be the alpha on that offense.
That offense ain't gonna
And he's
have
gonna
an alpha,
finish.
bro.
He's gonna
I mean,
finish
Jonathan Taylor is
as
clearly the alpha, but like, there's no alpha.
Yeah.
Michael Pittman will be that guy.
Well, try to be. I think he'll be okay with what they're gonna give him, but
Do you want to see something? I don't know if you guys see that. I know you can see this actually. The ADP that's on Fantasy Pros, it's broken down to Yahoo, Fantrax, FFC, which is Fantasy Football Calculator, and Sleeper. And the one that has the most average Joe's user base, obviously, is Yahoo, right? And the wide receiver 64. So that's dragging him down. Other than that, he's like wide receiver 40-ish. So he should 45-ish. Let's be fair there. He's 47, 40, and 47 with the other ones. 64 is dragging him down. So he should be up at like 45, which is fine by me. He's above Corey Davis. He's above Henry Ruggs, obviously. He's above you see that, right?
I can get on that.
Oh shit! I had the wrong fucking tab open.
Well, what am I gonna say? So if he's going 64 in Yahoo, you might want to draft him at 64 in Yahoo, or draft him at 60 in Yahoo.
That.
Yeah, that's beautiful value, but still, I still think he's better than a wide receiver 48 finish.
You know, while we're up here, Nicole Hardman's ADP is too high. We should have mentioned that.
What is it?
Just gonna briefly touch on that.
51. Yeah.
Huh?
Receiver 51 too high. That's
A wide receiver 51. I thought you meant at ADP.
I'm just looking at. I see Darnell Mooney, Marvin Jones, Elijah Moore, Callaway from the Saints, Russell Gage, even Devontae Parker are all guys that I can very reasonably see having a better season.
I take Hardman over Parker.
I'm not even sure if I would, because
Marvin Jones,
good.
I take over Hardman.
Marvin Jones is in a heartbeat. Marvin Jones.
Mooney in a heartbeat for me. Absolutely.
Get sidetracked. I'm gonna retrack us with my next player. T. Higgins, wide receiver 28. Come on, bro. That's where he finished as a rookie. Don't be stupid. He's just not. He's just gonna have the same season. He's gonna have the same season he had as a rookie.
Maybe. And Jamar Chase, man.
The thing is, though, that Jamar Chase is not gonna. I think he's gonna be good, but I'm not gonna pencil him in as coming in and taking up 12 targets a game. And what we're forgetting is that AJ Green was taking up so many targets last year. So it's not even like you could literally just take AJ Green's targets and transplant it on Jamar Chase and then factor in T. Higgins, not being a rookie anymore. 28 is too low. It's false.
Yeah.
Fake news.
I like T. Higgins a lot.
I like him too.
A lot. He's
Too low.
So let's look at the names around him, man.
T.
Kenny
Higgins
Galladay for sure.
I think
T. Higgins.
Chase Claypool or T. Higgins. I take T. Higgins. He had a better rookie season than Claypool.
I Claypool.
See where the upside in Claypool would be, but at the same time, I see the team as a whole being led by Ben Roethlisberger is not a good thing. I'd rather Burrow being the name throwing my guy the ball. That's the one.
The Bills have terrible offensive
T. Higgins
line,
had
Ben Roethlisberger might be good for more of those just chucking it up to Claypool.
Sure. But then you're going to have those
scored a lot of
sketchy games where
maybe he'll make up for it with yards. I don't know. I like them. They're both good.
Yeah.
His snap count also wasn't extreme, so he might be on the field more. I like Claypool a lot, but I wouldn't. I think I do like T. Higgins a little more. I don't know. They're really close. Really close.
And I brought that name up because I knew that was that's the name that makes or breaks.
Either way,
Higgins.
he's got to improve on his rookies.
Kenny Galladay, though. Ooh.
Why
was he not included in the one video?
Because we've already shit on him enough.
Yeah, that's true. We were going to mention him here and there just because.
All right. Brandon. Talk about Brandon.
Talk about Brandon. Ooh, let's pull this up. Oh yeah, Brandon Aiyuk. Okay, I see what you were doing there. Yeah, Brandon Aiyuk, wide receiver 23. I believe in the man a lot. I think he's going to have a great year, and I take him over Deontay Johnson. Because
That's
Deontay
it?
Johnson's wide receiver 22. Huh?
I'm taking him over Thielen, DJ Moore probably.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And Tyler Lockett.
yeah.
I think I'd over Tyler Lockett. I think
No, I'm not
Lockett
taking
has
over
his.
Tyler Lockett.
He's got his blow up games,
I
but
think
at
I
the
would take him
same
over Lockett.
time,
Yeah, I feel like Lockett's points always like a third of them always come from like one game.
yeah. And Debo his stalemate. Like, come on now, he's hurt all the time. Like, it's
running
gonna be
back,
Brandon
Debo?
Aiyuk heading the. He's gonna be the.
Actually, going to be
wide receiver
Kittle
one on-
heading the receiving offense. But give me
I
saying.
don't know. I think Brandon Ayuk can take that
Man's
step.
good.
He can take that next
Listen,
step.
in terms
And
of points
Kittle
per
as a
game
2?
last year, he was like the 14th highest in terms of points per game. My man was on the field, he put up points. So
Exactly.
he scored at
he
the rate of a
is-
wide receiver 14.
Yeah. I like him.
I get that
I
that's
like him
not
a
how
lot.
numbers work, but you get what I'm saying.
That's crazy because you just referring back to our last episode where ADPs were way fucking high. You got Miles Gaskin, and he is ahead of Brandon Ayuk. What? Like, I can't believe that. Like,
That's correct.
I'm
Isn't
just not gonna
Gaskin, like,
accept that as reality.
Gaskin ahead of everyone we've talked about?
Yes.
Practically.
Yeah, he's ahead of Higgins, Davis, Shenault, Pittman.
Pittman.
He's also ahead of.
It's like, don't forget Pittman, man.
Don't
He's
forget
also
that man.
ahead, significantly ahead of Trey Sermon.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, I'm just gonna do a double take while I'm here because I got two Treys on the same team. Trey Sermon is going off the board at running back 37. All right. And he's going behind running backs like Melvin Gordon, who we know is going to lose his job because he's bad. Javonte Williams, good. We talked about that in the previous video. If you want to check it out, Fantasy Football Dynasty rookie rankings updated, yada, yada, yada. Go check that out. And subscribe while you're there, by the way. But yeah, Trey Sermon, 34 now, actually. I had him at 37, but now he's moving to 34.
He's getting there.
Right above AJ Dillon, Zach Moss, and James Conner. Right below Melvin Gordon, Michael Carter, who obviously, Alex's infatuation with the man, and then Leonard Fournette. Come on now. Leonard Fournette.
Sick of this
I don't
Leonard
know.
for that shit.
Yeah. Leonard Fournette, like, I understand why someone would keep him on a roster. Like, that's how I view him. I'm not viewing him as where he's getting drafted. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know
yeah.
if you guys are, but do you get what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
Fournette is like one of those dudes that I'm like,
Fournette.
he's on my bench. Like,
I guess I'll
you're
keep
on the
him there,
verge
yeah.
of like dropping him almost.
Trying to trade us.
You're drafting him
anything
where
for-
you'd be picking players that are like players you want.
To me,
Players
if
you're
I'm-
more interested in seeing what happens with. Not
If
Leonard
I'm in a
Fournette.
redraft, the only way I'm rostering him is if I have Ronald Jones, but I'm not paying the price to acquire
don't think I'd
that
do
if I
that.
already had Ronald Jones.
Not that ADP.
Because I would have to take them like back to back. And that's
Not smart.
No.
like I would
It
pick
is
him up
smart,
in
though,
free
to take
agency.
Trey Sermon.
I
Or you
like
would
Trey
take a Leonard
Sermon. I
Fournette.
mean,
Take him back.
I mean, the upside's there. Think about that. The offense is elite. The schedule's easy. You got Trey Lance. Speaking of which, let me get to Trey Lance. But the offense is great. You've seen running backs put up numbers. Jeff Wilson, speaking of one who was on practice squad running back, came in and just burnt faces. Raheem Mostert, same thing there. But I mean, this man has that elite speed. It is what it is. Trey Sermon's built like a train. Trey Lance. Let's talk about it on the Trey Lance. You got the weapons, right? You got the offense, and you got an easy schedule, and you got the arm, you got the mobility, and he's going as what, quarterback 20? Am I tweaking? Quarterback 20. That's so he's going behind quarterbacks, including not Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins, Ben Roethlisberger, Baker Mayfield, Matt Ryan. Some quarterbacks that just really don't have that ceiling that Trey Lance has.
you said Ben Roethlisberger? Was that one of
Yeah.
the names I heard? Damn.
That was indeed. Yeah, and
Kirk Cousins is just hitting me right in the feels. Not about that life. Kirk Cousins isn't going
See,
to win you a championship. Trey Lance could
That's-
help you a lot in your path to winning a championship.
that's the thing. Like, you gotta, sure, Kirk Cousins is probably gonna finish the year with more fantasy points than Trey Lance. But you think about it this way: who's gonna help you get the championship? Like, the upside is what
Mhm.
matters most.
And
So, I mean, I don't
where
know
you're
why you would not.
drafting them too is like they're in the same spot. So are you
Yeah.
betting on a consistent ceiling and like I guess a limited ceiling in my opinion, or are
Yeah.
you betting
You're
on
betting
something
on floor
big?
versus ceiling. The floor is
Yeah.
not going to win you a championship.
Yeah.
Especially
Good
a
way of
quarterback when you need a
putting
difference
it.
maker.
Ideally.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I got.
I will go next. Another running back. Ronald Jones, RB 29. That's wrong. That's just wrong. I don't really know how else to put it to you. It's just incorrect.
Filthy. Fucking disrespectful.
I just don't like. I get it. Like he's not gonna get the passing work.
I'm
It's
not
fine.
even
I
gonna
don't
pretend
need
to
him
get it.
to. I only need him to get the rushing work, and he's a better rusher than Leonard Fournette. I don't even think it's close. And like the line's good, that team is good. Like he should be getting plenty of carries. He should be scoring some touchdowns. No, 29 is it's a steal. That's easy money. I've been doing some of these underdog drafts because for some reason I got that big like sign up bonus, so I got all this money. I've taken Ronald Jones in almost every one of them because every time I'm like, I just can't pass up this value. I mean,
Yeah,
he's getting drafted under Chase Edmonds. Get out of here. Just skedaddle.
Yeah. Who would have thought 2 years ago, huh?
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Would
he's
have
had a
cracked that
bumpy
for
road,
Lebanon
but
2 years
like
ago, but he's
he's a
improved.
good player. He's
And
a
he's
very
still
good
young too. Like
He's
even
23.
dynasty wise, like he's not being taken serious.
He's 23. He's going to be like,
And he's only
the
got
best
like
rusher
1
on that
year
team.
on his legs, in my opinion. Like
He's got time. He's
Practically.
way too low. Way too low. Take him over Miles Gaskin.
fuck
Do
yeah.
it.
And then 3 rounds later. Yeah.
I'm gonna co-sign that one.
Brandon, let's go.
Are you gonna co-sign this? J.K. Dobbins or Joe Mixon? Who would you rather have?
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It's JK. Every time it's JK.
All right.
So
Every
if you
time.
watch the video about these ADPs that are way too high, Joe Mixon's ADP is too high, and this is a perfect example of that because it should be flip-flopped.
Yeah.
So fantasy community, get on it, figure it out. It's literally your fault. Like that's where these ADPs come from. You freaking animals. So fix it. Fix it.
Animals.
Fix it.
Yeah.
Fix it.
Yeah.
All the hype
J.K.
goes with
Dobbins.
that.
He's gonna be good this year.
The first couple games too, he's gonna dominate. I think the matchups
Oh,
he
he's gonna
has,
go
obviously,
crazy.
take it with a
He's
grain
gonna
of
go
salt.
crazy.
But the matchups he has in the first couple weeks is absurd.
Yeah.
J.K. Dobbins. Way too low.
Way too low. Yeah.
Way too. All it needs.
Brandon, bring up the Mark Ingram take. What was that all about?
Oh, I thought I brought it up last episode, but
You did.
no.
Oh,
did I? Well, refresher. Mark Ingram, when he first came into this organization, he was crazy. He went off, and like
Crazy.
J.K. Dobbins is just a younger version of that, and I mean, arguably in his prime. So I feel like it's only a
Better.
recipe to have like a few more seasons of J.K. Dobbins just dominating one of the best rushing offenses in the NFL, and people are just passing him up for Joe Mixon. Just heats me up, and like now Mixon is respectable. You can like when he plays, he's good, and like I believe that, but at the same time, when you have to add when he plays in front of that statement, is that player actually very good at fantasy football? I mean, odds are you're going to get pissed off by him. I mean, ask Alex. Like, Alex will never draft that man ever again because of that reason. So I feel like when you have that label on a dude, you're going to want fresh legs, and those fresh
really
legs.
The Bengals. I should add it. It's
J.K.
not
Dobbins
Mixon's
does have fresh
fault
legs.
that the team said he was going to play after the bye and then shut him down for the rest of the season.
Well, that's not Joe Mixon.
Got to hold
This
somebody
is
accountable.
why this show's about fantasy, it's not about the players, or the individual people.
Stop.
Gotta make sure every time.
Stop.
Every time you gotta say that.
It's Dobbins. Ending on that high note. So I say we close out this video the way we should have done the AFC North video.
By just shutting it off.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Like,
Aaron Rodgers.
comment, share, subscribe.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron who?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.